Okay, go.
First thing I do is secure my vehicle. I will set my brakes, take the key, put it in my pocket, and I will chalk my wheels. Coming to the front for my front overview. 2 lights on the side or the aisle clearance, 3 in the middle or the ID. Not cracked or broken, securely mounted, amber in color. The seal around the windshield is not cut, torn, or dry rotted, securely mounted. The windshield itself doesn't have any legal stickers obstructing my view. It is clean, not cracked or broken, also securely mounted. Windshield wipers are not cracked or broken. They are securely mounted with no physical damage. They have the proper tension and the rubber is not cut, torn, or dry rotted on them. My driver's side mirrors are not cracked or broken, securely mounted. The glass doesn't have any legal stickers obstructing my view and is clean. I would describe my passenger side mirrors exactly like I just did my driver's side. Passenger side and driver's side high beam and low beams are clean, clear, white in color, securely mounted. Turn signals and four-way flashes in my passenger driver's side. They're amber in color, not cracked or broken, securely mounted. My license plate, proper registration, up to date, or the securely mounted. My truck is not leaning. I have no signs of hanging wires or leaks, as in audible air leaks or oil.
Can you point to the thing that because that's what I'm struggling with. Everybody's saying it, but nobody's pointing
Nobody pointing it.
Yeah.
And when you go to stage, you actually got to touch everything.
Okay.
So this is my exhaust system. My exhaust system is not cracked or broken. No missing bolts. It is securely mounted. No signs of leaks, as in black soot, and my exhaust leads to the back. You'll just walk them to the back and say securely mounted. No signs of leaks, as in black soot again.
Okay.
This is my belt-driven alternator. Alternator is not cracked or broken. No missing bolts on it. The wires are not cut, torn, or frayed. No exposed wires. No signs of corrosion. My belt is not cut or torn. No more than 3/4 inches of play when pulled or pushed on. General hoses, no abrasions, boulders, and cuts. None are leaking. Securely mounted on each end. Up top, I have my coolant reservoir. Coolant reservoir is securely mounted. No missing bolts. No signs of leaks. Both caps are on tight. It should be filled to the proper level between minimum and max. I have a hose, has no abrasions, boulders, or cuts. It is not leaking, securely mounted on each end. I have a wire. It is not cut, torn, or frayed. No signs of corrosion, no exposed wires. Radiator hose, no abrasions, boulders, or cuts. Not leaking, securely mounted on each end. My oil cap and tube. Cap is on tight. It is not leaking. To check my oil through my dipstick. I will pull it out, wipe it off, pull it back in, pull it out. If it's not filled to the proper level, I will add no more than a gallon up to my oil cap and tube. My belt-driven water pump. My belt-driven water pump is not cracked or broken. It is securely mounted, no missing bolts on it, and no signs of visible leaks. The belt is not cut or torn, no more than 3/4 inches of play when pushed or pulled on. The hose doesn't have any abrasions, boulders, or cuts. It is not leaking, securely mounted on each end. Power steering reservoir, both caps are on tight. It is securely mounted, no missing bolts, no signs of leaks. It should be filled to the proper level between minimum and max. The hose has no abrasion, boulders, or cuts. It is not leaking, securely mounted on each end. This black hose leads down to my power steering pump. Has any abrasion, boulders, or cuts, not leaking, securely mounted on each end. My power steering pump is gear driven, no signs of visible leaks, securely mounted. Right behind that is my gear driven air compressor. No audible air leaks, also securely mounted. My frame, no illegal welds or drill holes, no missing bolts, securely mounted from the front to the back. My steering shaft. Steering shaft doesn't have any type of obsessive play, securely mounted with 2 U-joints top to bottom with no debris on the inside of it. My gearbox, no missing bolts, not cracked or broken, securely mounted, no signs of visible leaks. My pivot arm connected to my drag link, that's connected to my upper control arm. On top of my tire rod is my lower control arm. They're all secured with castlets and cotter pins. I have 3 on this side, 1 on my passenger side, that makes 4 in total. I have a front spring mount. In the back, I have a rear spring mount. Right there with the 2 bolts on it is my shackle. No illegal welds or drill holes. No missing bolts, they're securely mounted. That is my leaf spring. Not shifting, securely mounted, no more than 1/4 of damage, and so truck is out of commission. My U-bolts and saddle, they're not shifting. Shows no signs of looseness, as in silver streaks. This is my shock absorber, securely mounted from top to bottom. No missing bolts, and shows no signs of visible leaks. My air brake line, no abrasion, boulders, or cuts, not leaking any air, securely mounted on each end of the truck. My ABS line, it's not cut, torn, or frayed. No exposed wires, no signs of corrosion. My brake chamber, no audible air leaks.
Where is it? Where's the brake chamber?
Right here.
Okay.
My brake chamber, no audible air leaks. Securely mounted, no missing bolts. The middle piece is my slack adjuster. This is my push rod. Secure with a cotter pad. It's a little cotter pad.
Okay.
No more than 1 inch of play. When brakes are released, and pour it on by hand. Now on the inside. Yo, can your camera see that?
Yeah.
The outside is my brake drum. Brake drum, no excessive oil or grease, not leaking. On the inside, I have a brake lining. Brake lining is not dangerously worn thin. Should have a 1/4 inch of thickness. My inner seal is not leaking.
Where's the inner seal?
Oh, the inner seal, you would just point.
Okay.
You just point and say inner seal.
Okay.
Yeah, say inner seal is not leaking, no excessive oil or grease on it.
Okay.
Then you'll do your tires. Side walls, does it have any abrasions, boulders, or cuts? It's not leaking any air. These tires can't be have to be matching, can't be recapped at all. Proper tread depth is 4/32 of tread depth. Check that with a tread depth gauge. My proper inflation is 100 to 110. I will check that with an air pressure gauge through my valve stem. Valve stem cap is on tight, not leaking any air. No space between my tire and my rim. My rim, no illegal welds or drill holes, securely mounted. Lug nuts, all accounted for, none are missing. Shows no signs of looseness, as in rust or milky substance. Outer hub oil seal. It is not leaking, no missing bolts. If it didn't have a sight glass, I will put my finger in it to check the level. Driver side tire signals. Amber in color, not cracked or broken, no missing bolts on it. Driver side mirror again, mirrors 3 times, not cracked or broken, no missing bolts. The glass doesn't have any illegal stickers obstructing my view, and it is clean. Driver side window is not cracked or broken. No illegal stickers obstructing my view, and it's also clean. Door handle works properly, securely mounted. Door seal isn't cut, torn, and dry rotted. Both door seals are not cut, torn, and dry rotted. Door hinges are not cracked or broken, no missing any bolts. Grip handle, securely mounted, not cracked or broken.
Isn't that called a weather seal?
Yeah, the rubber seal.
Okay.
Yeah, weather seal,
Okay.
weather strip.
Okay.
What else? Driver steps. Driver steps doesn't have any type of oil or grease or debris, anything that would obstruct me from getting inside my vehicle. Plus, my steps hold my weight. My battery box. You ain't gotta take the box off, but it has wires on top. The wires are not cut, torn, or frayed. No signs of corrosion, no exposed wires. My battery is not leaking. My fuel tank isn't leaking. Securely mounted with the two metal straps secured with 2 rubber seals around it to avoid metal-to-metal contact. They're not dry rotted. It has a fuel cap on top. It is secured with a rubber seal on the inside again to avoid metal-to-metal contact. It's not dry rotted. Metal chain is secured with the cap is secured with a metal chain to keep it intact. My fuel lines on the inside, they have no abrasions, boulders, and cuts. They're not leaking. Securely mounted on each end. Back here, first thing I do is my tractor lights. They're clean, clear, white in color, securely mounted. My frame, no illegal welds or drill holes, no missing bolts. On the inside right here is my drive shaft. Drive shaft doesn't have any type of excessive play with no debris inside of my U-joints on it. Again, my exhaust system is not cracked or broken, no missing bolts on it, no signs of leaks as in black soot. Then we'll come up and we'll do our, what I'm gonna do first? We gotta do it all over again. You want me to do the brake system over again for you?
Yeah.
Okay, air brake line, no abrasion, boulders, or cuts, not leaking in the air, security mount on each end. ABS line is not cut, torn, or frayed, no exposed wire, no signs of corrosion. Down there I have a brake chamber. Brake chamber has no audible air leaks, securely mounted, not cracked or broken, no missing bolts. Slack adjusting push rod down there again, no more than 1 inch of play with brakes are released and poured on by hand. Again, on the inside I have my brake drum, no excessive oil or grease or debris. My brake lining should have a 1/4 inch of thickness, not dangerously worn thin. Inner seal again, it's not having any type of oil or grease or debris leaking.
And these are 232?
These are 232 seconds of tread depth, no abrasion, bolts, cuts on the tire, 3 inches apart with no debris. Inner rim, no illegal welds or drill holes. These can be recapped up to 3 times. Then you gotta do the tire again, no space between the tire and rim, no illegal welds, drill holes, all lug nuts are accounted for, no signs of rust. Axle seal is not leaking, securely mounted, no missing bolts again, valve stem, cap is on tight, securely mounted.
And what is this? Do I have to do this part right here? This part?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely get that.
Okay.
This is a spring mount.
Okay.
Spring mount or control mount, not cracked or broken, no illegal welds or drill holes, no missing bolts. Leaf spring is not cracked or broken, securely mounted, no physical damage to it. The U-bolts and saddle is not shifting. Shows no signs of silver streaks or show signs of looseness. Shock absorber, securely mounted from top to bottom, no missing bolts, no signs of leaks. Airbags on the side of my shock absorber, no abrasion, bolts, and cuts, not leaking any air. I would describe that drive axle as I did this axle, and both passenger side axles as I did this one. My splash guard, not rubbing against the tire or dragging against the ground with no missing bolts on it. my lines, my emergency and service lines. No abrasions, boulders, or cuts. Not leaking in the air, securely mounted on each end. Glad hands when I crack the broken, securely mounted. Rubber seal on the inside is not cuts on the dry rotted with no debris. Electric line, it's not cuts on the frayed, no exposed wires, no debris on the inside of it. It's also securely mounted on each end of the truck. Header board, should have 100% of rivets. 2 clearance lights on top. I cracked the broken, amber in color. Now for the rest of my coupling, my apron, no illegal welds or drill holes. No space between my apron and 5th wheel skid plate. My 5th wheel skid plate should be properly grid securely mounted.
Where's my 5th wheel skid plate again? This plate right here.
Right here.
That's the plate.
My release arm is engaged in the lock position, securely mounted. My platform, no illegal welds or drill holes. No missing mounting bolts. All bolts are accounted for. On the inside, I have locking pins. Locking pins are locked in the lock position, securely mounted. My locking jaws on the inside right there. Locking jaws are locked around the shank of the kingpin. Both are properly mounted, properly greased with no physical damage. Mud flap should be hanging off the ground or rubbing against my tires. No missing bolts on it. DLT tape on the back of that should have to be 100%. Turn signals and 4-way flashes are red in color, and I cracked the broken, securely mounted. Have brake lights and reverse light, clean, clear, white in color. And the license plate light is also clean, clear, white in color. I should have proper clearance between my tractor and landing gear. Side of my trailer, the rivets, either in groups or fours, should be no less than 75% should be shown on the side. DLT tape should be no less than 50% on the side. I have 3 sections of cross members. They start right here, in the middle, and towards the end. They have no illegal welds or drill holes, securely mounted. My landing gear and frame. The landing gear and frame, no illegal welds or drill holes, no missing bolts. Crank arm, securely mounted. It works properly. It is secured inside my cradle. My sand shoes, they have no illegal welds or drill holes, securely mounted, and my landing gear is properly raised. That is a turn signal. Amber in color. My cracked broken, securely mounted. My sliding tandem, no legal welds or drill holes, no locking pads on the lock position. Release arm is in the lock position. Airlines should be hanging no more than 18 inches from the ground. Now for my trailer suspension, this is a front spring mount. Have a middle spring mount and a rear spring mount. No legal welds or drill holes. All are securely mounted, no missing bolts. Again, we have leaf springs.
Where's the leaf spring again?
Same place.
Okay.
It's just like this, basically just the front suspension
the same thing as the front. Okay.
over and over again. Leaf spring, no more than 1/4 of damage. So truck is out of commission, not shifting. U-bolts in saddle again, not shifting, securely mounted. Only thing different for real, tell you the truth, is this torque arm and torsion bar. This is different. This is a torque arm.
Okay.
If you see, you can adjust that. It's adjustable.
The torque arm is adjustable.
And the torsion bar is not on the other
Torsion bar
side.
is not. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's different about this. Then again, the brakes, everything's the same. No, these are exactly like them. The 230 seconds of tread depth, 3 inches apart, recap up to 3 times, proper inflation 100 times 10, air pressure gauge through the valve stem, cap is on tight, not leaking in the air, no space between the tire and rim, no legal welds or drill holes, lug nuts or lug conical, no signs of rust or milky substance, show signs of loosening. Axle seal doesn't have a sight glass, so it shouldn't be leaking or missing bolts. Mud flap shouldn't be hanging on the ground, not cracked broken or rubbing against the tire. ABS lights, not cracked broken, amber in color. Marker light, red in color, not cracked broken. Door hinges, no missing bolts, all are accounted for, not cracked broken. Door latches keep my door locked, they're also securely mounted, no physical damage to them. Doors, they're not cracked broken, no physical damage to my door. Door ties, securely mounted, not cracked broken, they securely locked into the hooks on the side. My DLT tape on the back of the door and bumper should be 100%. DLT bumper doesn't have any legal welds or drill holes. Turn signals, 4-way flashes, reverse light, and brake lights are red in color, not cracked or broken. They're all securely mounted. Have 3 marker lights on top. They're red in color, not cracked or broken, also securely mounted. And my license plates, proper registration, up to date, and the license plate lights, clean, clear, white color. I will describe everything on my passenger side exactly how this is on my driver's side. Let's go in, Cab.